My name is Siobhan Messiah. Some know me as Twist, but I'm here because we need justice. What was done was unjust, and it happened so fast. It was so horrific that we need justice out here. We need support. This has to stop.
Were you out here when it happened?
Yes, I was out here as soon as the shot came off. I came right down the block because I live right around the corner.
What did you see?
When I came, they were taking her out the car and attempting to handcuff her, and she was already bleeding. Blood was coming from everywhere out of her, and then they laid her on the floor, flat on her face, and let her bleed out to death. And she screamed, "Call the ambulance! Please don't let me die! Please don't let me die!" And those were her last words, because right after that, her fingers curled up and she passed.
And what were the cops doing when this was happening?
They were just standing around. They weren't helping. Actually, the FDNY was across the street, and when the paramedics, there were two women from the area helping her, like holding her and comforting her, telling her, "You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die." And while this was going on, the EMS they now pulled up. It was like about 8 to 10 minutes after the incident happened, and one of the women was telling her to hurry up, and she was like, hold on, give me a second, hold on, I'm gonna take care of this. And by the time they came, they just picked her up and put her in the ambulance, like a piece of meat.
What do you have to say to some females I spoke to on Facebook? Like, they were very callous. They said, well, she didn't break the red lights and that wouldn't have happened.
Well,
like that, what you gotta say?
Well, first and foremost, I live in the area, and we saw the cars drive by our block, and they were not indicating that they were police. There was no sirens. Number one, and it doesn't matter if she committed a crime. What's the sense of having judges if they have street judges out here? They're not the judge and the jury. They cannot judge a person to execute her. First of all, they didn't even know who she was until after the incident. Okay? They didn't know who she was. They didn't even know the car was they ran the plates right there 2 blocks away from where this happened. So it was not a chase. They just they rammed her into the pole, but she was subdued from before. She was, if an airbag exploded in your face, you're gonna be subdued. You're gonna be, you can't resist arrest in that condition, and you shoot her in the chest, which means she had to be facing you to be shot in the chest, with hands on the steering wheel, unarmed. So whatever the media is saying, they're not giving the correct story. We are out here. We are witnesses. We saw everything. We are here. Even the police came and took all the footage from all the area stores. They already did that. They took 4 cell phones yesterday.
So you're saying that the police car is the one that ran her car?
It ran in front of her, and she ran into the pole. So by her running into the pole, her airbag deployed. Because when I came out, there was the airbag. It was deployed. So which means that she had to have impact, which means that she was not active while this was going on. And for her to beg for an ambulance, to me, it didn't look like she acknowledged that they were police either, because she was begging, call 911, call an ambulance, call 911. So in closing, what I'm saying is this has to stop, because this is another one that they chalk up on their board. They killed another one, and this time I'm really even more outraged because it's a woman, a black woman in this society, which are the mothers of our land, and for them to kill one of the mothers of our land, they don't deserve to be policemen anymore. They don't deserve to be outside. They should be locked up just like everyone else for doing a crime. No wonder the crime scene unit was here yesterday, because a crime was committed.
You were saying that the officer that did it has a history of putting you in his...
Oh yeah. He has put his gun in so many faces out here that people, when they see him pull up, they tend to go inside, because he's trigger happy. He pulls his gun at a glance. There's no reason to pull your gun on somebody you're stopping and frisking if they have nothing on them. I've seen him stop and frisk. Yeah, Philip Atkins. Everybody.
Caribbean person out
there? Yeah, we know him out here, Bad Boy Atkins. Yeah, we know him out here. If you interview anyone out here else, and ask them if they know who Atkins are, and they are between the age of 30 to 21 or even younger than that. They know who Philip Atkins is.
He's from the islands also.
Yeah, I don't know what island for sure. I'm not sure what island, but he's from the islands because he talks. Because sometimes he acts drunk to stop and frisk people, and he talks with an accent. And he acts drunk, and then he stop you and he frisk you. And that's how he lure people in with his accent. People who don't know him, but we know him out here. Yeah.
So he's a trigger happy
Yes.
type of person.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say trigger happy, but he's ready to pull his gun out.
That's not procedure.
That's not procedure because if you're stopping and frisking someone, why do you need a gun? You don't know that they have something on them or whatever the case may be. For Chantel yesterday, they didn't even know if she first of all, she wasn't armed, and for you to go into a car to pull her out with your gun drawn facing her, that is not procedure. I'm not a cop, but I know that's not procedure because she was already subdued. She got the airbag deployed in her face. She couldn't do nothing.
Is it just all cops from the 6-7 or just the rotten apples like this guy?
Rotten apples like this guy, not all cops. This guy, they have a lot of rotten apples, but there are some good cops, and I know some, and they have been good thus far. But they need to weed out those rotten apples like Atkins. It's time to change protocol, change procedure, and weed out the psychological procedure that they go through to okay these cops to come on the street has to be a little more strenuous. It have to reflect a little more on their personality, how to reflect to the community. They need to be out here and talking to the community, knowing who we are before they police us, because my skin color can't predict how I act, and that's the bottom line. Either it doesn't matter if I'm red, black, blue, green, or purple. You cannot judge me by my color. You cannot judge me unless you know me. And these officers do not take time to know the community.
Damn, my license been suspended. Damn, I'm gonna need a good lawyer.
Crystal Beaumont, attorney at law. When you need a good lawyer, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, call 347-299-8074. 347-299-8074.